Right, welcome back everybody. Today we got something a little bit different for you. I've actually been sent out a JF.EGWO jumper starter pack, and it's an all-in-one. It comes with an air compressor line built in, USB port chargers, and torch flashlights as well. So this is the actual item I've been sent out here. I've not actually opened it yet. This is the air compressor. I think this is a 3000 amp one. I believe they do a 1000 amp and a 4000 amp up to a 6000 amp as well. So I'll say I haven't actually took this one out of the box yet. I've been looking at these for a while. I do have use of these. My dad has a couple that he's actually got, but I don't actually have my own one. I say I've been looking at them, but I've never bit the bullet and bought one. I say JF.EGWO actually contacted me and said, would you be interested in one? So I've took them up on their offer. So we're going to have a look at them today, see what this is all about. This Astra actually has got a flat battery. It's been sitting for a while, so I know it's not going to start, but we'll have a look in the box first, see what comes in the box, and then I'll show you the car is actually got a dead battery. We won't even get no ignition lights. So let's take a look in this box and see what we got. So before we start, there's just some details there on the box. So you can see the brand, the model it's a CS02 200. Input is 15 volts 2 amps, output is 5 volts 2.1 amps 5 volts 1 amp, and this is a jump start output voltage of 12 volts. So I say I haven't took this out of the box yet. This does have an internal battery, and it is also wired as well by the 12 volt socket. So I'm hoping there is a little bit of life in the battery to show you it working wireless as well. So let's have a look. Right, so opening up, you first get greeted with a thanks card there. You also get your jump starter hand manual, and it's a very in-depth book by the looks of it. It comes in various languages, so you should be all right there. It has all their following pages on the back of that as well. So, but what we're interested in is what's in this packet here. So here we go. Let's have a look. Right, so it's a nice, fairly substantial unit. It has the digital display there for your tyre pressure gauge. You've got your up and down, and you can change it to units, to PSI, or whatever you want. And you've got your power switch there, which I believe is through your air inflator. And down below, you've got your main power for the unit. You've got two USB sockets. One's a 5 volt 2.1 amp, and the other's a 5 volt 1.0 amp. Your power lead will connect there, I believe. You've got an LED screen there. And coming around to the side, you've got two torch bulbs there, and the way you operate them is you just push your power button in, and that will bring you on your bulbs there. It's a bit bright. They are really bright bulbs, but it's a bit bright out here to see that. So you hold it in once for that, and you push it again, you get your SOS flashlights, and if you push it again, you get your flickering lights. And you just push it again to cycle it off. So really handy. I think these have 120-hour battery life just for using the torch light as well. So if you do break down, you can stick your SOS light on and just plonk that on the roof of your vehicle just to let other people know. So now we've got the unit powered on. You can see there we've got the tyre gauge there. So you can just flick it through to PSI, and there you go. You just go up to what you want. It's set on 36 at the minute. You do have your jump starter port where you plug your jump leads in. So we'll get around to that in a minute. Also, we've got an LED screen there. It's actually on 100% there, so that's handy. A lot of things do come nowadays with a charge on them. But actually on the machine here, it says do not jump start motors if charge is 25% or less. So it probably won't do the battery, any internal battery, any good if you're trying to jump it on a 25% charge. So always make sure you're over the 25% charge. And as I said, this is the 3000 amp 12 volt jump starter with air compressor. And as you can see on the back, you've got your airline there. You've got a good length on that. So we can just put that away for a minute. We'll have a look at putting a bit of air in one of the car tyres in a minute, and once we get the card, see if we can jump start this battery. I know this battery is totally knackered, so we will be putting this to a good test. I say there's not even no ignition lights on with this battery, so we'll just stick that there for a minute, because you also get a carry bag in here. And I say I haven't looked in here at all, so I ain't got a clue what we've got in here. Obviously we're going to have the jump leads in here. Oh, so you've got a little front compartment there. Oh, there's a few compartments on this bag. So we'll just go to the main compartment and have a look what we've got. So first of all, oh, you've got an extender, so you can actually extend your air inflator lead, which is very handy, that actually. So you just wind that on, there, and you've got a good length there, so you can haven't got to have the machine right at the vehicle, because sometimes when I've used these before on the van that haven't been wireless, once they're plugged into the front of the van in your 12-volt socket, you don't actually have enough room to get to the rear wheel, being a long wheelbase van. So that's very handy, that's a good feature, that I'm impressed with that. So we'll just take that off for the minute. Coming back into the bag, we do have our jump leads then. There we go, and as you can see, you get a bit of extra length on the positive cable there, which again is quite handy, because once you do get bigger batteries like on your vans and all that, they are actually further apart the terminals. This is a small battery, so it won't matter on that, but on a van you've got a good sized battery on that, and you do need that length on there, so that's really handy. That again, we'll leave them out because we're going to need them in a minute, hopefully, to get this running. You've also got your power pack, so you can actually charge it up in your house on your socket, and you do have your 12-volt plug, so you can plug it into a cigarette lighter in your vehicle just to get that extra power if you have run out of internal battery power. You do actually get a few different fitments there for blowing up your air inflatables, your push bike tyres for the racer bike style, footballs. And a nice little touch there, they've actually put in this one a little wire brush, so you can actually clean your terminals if they do need a good clean, so you're getting a good connection. So that's a really nice little touch with that wire brush there. So that is everything in the bag. So I'm just going to stick the power packs back in, and all I'm going to leave us out at the minute is just a jump pack. So coming into this vehicle, as you can see, we'll get the key in the ignition and turn the key, and we've got no ignition lights at all there, look, nothing at all. So we're going to head out now. I'm just going to plug this port into the, it can only go in one way, so make sure that is fully in, and we're going to connect the battery up now. So we'll just put that on there, positive to positive, negative to negative. We're going to switch the machine on, so we've got a power light there, 100%. So I'm just going to stick that there, and then we'll go inside and see if this vehicle starts. Right, so I'm in the vehicle, we've got ignition lights, so I'm just going to turn the key now and see if we've got anything. And there we go, that is fantastic. So as you saw there, this battery was completely flat. There was no life in it at all. It couldn't even get the ignition lights on. So the jump starter pack has done a good job of that, and it's actually dropped that down to 50% just on that one turn. I'm led to believe you're meant to be able to get a good few turns out of these, but maybe that's dropped right down to 50 because that battery was completely flat. It's been sat around for a long while, this one. So I'm going to turn the vehicle off again, and we'll give it one more start just to see what happens with that battery terminal, just to see if it goes down anymore. Alright, so I'm going to give it a second start now, and it's no hesitation there, it fires straight on the button, that. So as you can see, it's actually stopped on 50% now. I say I've not done nothing with this unit. It might have only just been on the 100% charge. It might need a good fully charged when you take it out of the packet. I've just literally took it out and we've brought it straight to work. So let's turn that engine off. So we can disconnect your leads now. You can pull your plug socket out. You just pop them back in your bag. And I say we have got 50% on there. I don't know if that's flickering on the camera, the LEDs. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly get the air inflator out, put a bit of air in these tyres, because I say the car has been sitting, so they might be down a bit. So I'm just going to wind this inflator back on. Right then, so just down here, a bit tight in this gap. So I'll just put my dust cap up there so we don't lose it. Just put that on there. Put the power back on the unit. And it's actually telling me there's actually 30 psi in here. So I'm just going to put it up to about, I'll leave it at the 36 that it's set on. I say the car's going nowhere, so when I do get this car back on the road, I will go around all the tyres, but I'm just putting 36 in just to show you how it all works. This is all wireless, remember, we've got no cables running into cigarette lighters, so let's just put this on for a minute. And I'll leave that in as real time, because that just jumped up that 6 psi in literally 30 seconds. And as you just saw there, it does cut out once it gets to its target pressure. So literally 30 seconds took up 6 psi. So we'll take that back off now, switch the unit off. We're happy with that. So that is our little JF.EGWO 3000 amp 12 volt jump starter pack. Am I impressed with that? Yes, I am impressed with it. I say I've used a few others, because my dad's got a couple of other ones, and they're good, but this just is nice, all being in one. So you haven't got to take different packs out. You've got your tyre inflator there, you've got your jump starter pack, you've got a charging bank here, you've got your flashlights in case you need it if you break down in the dark, just for changing the tyre, for example. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's going to be a handy little tool to keep. I'll probably invest in another one actually, to get one for the car and one for the van, because I say we're going to do a little conversion in the van, so something like this would be handy, charging your phone up at night, your tablets. You can run LED lights off of these sort of things. It's just a fantastic little thing. So JF.EGWO have actually said that my subscribers, if you're interested in one of these, there'll be a link down below, and there should be in that link a discount code for you. At this moment in time of just making this video, I'm not sure how much the discount is, so just go down there and check it out. There'll be a link for all your different countries to purchase one of these, and I'll leave the JF.EGWO website link in the description down below as well. So I am going to leave it here for this little video, and until next time, we'll see you about.